So he becomes an NPC now?
No, I think I am going to be just very space rat and say that um, that the last we see of her is a glob of the cheese food floating out into space with like her foot sticking out of it
Oh,
or something like that. And who knows what becomes of her somewhere in some way. And when when she reappears someday, she'll just say she doesn't want to talk about it.
so I have.
I'm sorry, go
I,
ahead.
I actually have to be reminded. So was the last thing that happened was that we managed to get them to turn the ship
Well, I
around.
believe that our cowgirl has forcibly ejected the pilot, the rude pilot,
Ah.
and then taken the ship and gained control of it
Oh
because she's
yeah,
treating
that's
it
right.
like a
Yeah.
bucking horse.
Oh
So,
yeah. Yeah, I
as you
forgot
do.
about that. Yeah.
Yes, I mean, can't be that more difficult, right?
Yeah.
And
I
I
can
would
handle
like
this.
to, yes, I would like to remind everybody of the spending luck. When you spend luck, you ordinarily roll 2 dice to do something,
Yeah.
and that's you get to roll 3 and take the best 2. You can also use an attribute or gear or something in an unusual way, as we just referred to.
Yeah.
And then also don't forget adding a detail or a fact. If, for example, well, you see, I don't want to give things away by suggesting them, but useful information is an excellent idea if you're thinking about what doesn't seem like we're getting anywhere. There's no reason why you can't, suddenly have a computer file pop open and, and healing a health level, something not to forget. If you take a lot of damage, then you can get a health level back, and also take an extra action. Also very important. If you do something, say then I'm going to take an extra action, and you spend a luck point for that. Some of these things, in fact, all of them except for the first cannot be interfered with by another player. It is the 3d6 for the feat check that is when another player can interfere with you. So
Question of understanding when it comes to add a feature.
yes.
If that file pops up, am I also to tell you guys what it contains?
Yes.
Or is that okay?
Yes.
So I make up information and you have to live with it.
That's absolutely correct.
Or we all have to live with it. Okay.
And I of course get to do with it
What you want.
once it serves you well in that moment. After that, it's in play, and who knows what it will do next. So
yeah,
but that is
the rest of the information in the computer. Yes.
I just want you to okay. So as you can see by the damage, when you check off health, when you hit, for example, the -1, all of your abilities will drop down by 1 level. And the same goes for the others. Now, if it is reduced below abysmal, then it just is going to fail all the time. And then, it threatens you and says a character that marks off all 8 circles is in a really bad way. Everything is reduced to abysmal. If they lose another health point, they are knocked out and are out of the action until the end of this scene. And then you come back and are active, just with your abilities in terrible shape, and you will have to get them back by spending luck. And also, you can at any point you can successfully do a mind feat test just to heal as well. So that is, and it's a typical feat. So it's pretty generous. You can get knocked around a lot and reduced in effectiveness, but it's really just kind of setting you back, and then you can restore yourself.
So you basically can't die.
Right, correct. This is not a game about dying. And I think it kind of makes a little bit of sense. I think the idea is that partway through an adventure, most of you will have been knocked around a little bit. You will have suffered for your adventure bit. So that is the idea. So don't fear, don't fear the lava or the vacuum or whatever. There's always a way to. Yeah. Not in this game. Okay. So now that we have settled that, let's look at our situation. We have our cheese freighter over there. Can you bring the picture over for us? And the cargo, as you might imagine, is that our yes, that's there. You can have that, in fact. The cargo is this thing along the bottom. You can see along the bottom there, that's where you were. And it's not too surprising, all the engine things are in the back. And then that connects across the top to the driving place, which I actually think is going to be more up here. This is not really, this is more of an industrial cargo locking and loading sort of apparatus. So that is our ship, and I believe that what you have done is come up through I had you going forward last time to get from the cargo to the cab, but I think that we'll just add one vertical bit of retroactive narration that at some point in there you had to go up through a hatch. That's not hard. So that is our current situation. For some reason, Saskia is not immediately evident and obviously present. I don't remember Eric telling us that she left the cheese compartment. My thinking is that something terrible has happened there and she was locked in combat with the cheese, and we will have some other adventure happens in some way for her. Now for us, we have you driving the ship. We have the two of you, I believe, are up in that area toward the cab, and now you are, and the goons also had been in the cheese compartment, and at the moment, eating it, I might add, as I recall, and so therefore, I believe that's why they turned into cheese food golems and may have attacked Saskia or become a big blob of whatever. Who knows? Something terrible.
Which we don't know about because we were here.
You're busy. You in particular are busy. And you guys have been during the I don't know. Space physics does whatever we want it to. So that means that when the ship was kind of bouncing around and coming under some form of control, the two of you may have had a bouncy ride. So, but at this point, that is what we are doing. The ship does not seem to be behaving normally, but it is behaving according to its driver. So therefore, so the question now is, whatever you want to do.
Yes. So we're on our way to Space Atlanta.
Montana.
Shouldn't be too confused. Don't confuse the two. So I might search around the ship for a bit, see if I find anything interesting.
That's a little vague. And there's also spending luck to find something important. So
I don't know what I should be looking for, because I mean I won't find clues here. This is just a ship that we
you stole.
We stole. Yes. Yes. So I don't know.
There,
I guess this part is about waiting to get there.
but are you pointed there?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Maybe how do you navigate a ship like this? So I want to spend a luck point to find out if we're heading in the right direction.
I think you can be more assertive than that. You can spend a luck point.
To make sure that we end up in the right direction.
Yes.
Mhm. I will do that.
Excellent. Let's mark that.
Mhm.
So you are getting advice.
That's okay.
And then there's also the question of, I believe our cyber girl actually is quite a technical kind of character. So
Yeah.
therefore, something you have a whole spaceship to play with now.
Huh. Well, I don't want to.
Just saying.
I just want to go to the Space Montana. That's all.
Okay. All right. Well, then I won't argue. I think that you will have a ride through the dangerous nebulae and radiation and everything like that. I don't see too much trouble with that. The ship is not really made for this dangerous kind of area. So I suppose I could have you suffer from terrible nebulonic radiation, unless you want to construct some kind of protection for the ship. Or I'm kind of doing a little more suggesting than I would ordinarily do, just to get us all in the mood, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
but that's a possibility. Because we could just have everybody make body rolls to not take mutagenic nebulonic radiation.
All right. Okay, so do you have any ideas on how to?
Well, I can go to space, get shielding from other parts, and cover the cockpit. That can help.
Excellent. I believe that would be a mind check for your technical things. And do you have an ability or an attribute that is relevant?
Well, yeah, the golden touch.
Yes, of course.
All right.
Yeah. Excellent. And what about others? You have a hacking,
Building
gadgets.
grappling hook to collect things from.
And also the building gadgets. Seems like the right thing to go with. So you've got this is
Lot of dice.
you only have two dice unless you want to spend luck, but it's a poor target. You only need the where's our little table? Yeah, so you are good against poor. You only need a 5 or higher.
Okay.
Isn't every attribute of gear you use another die?
Yeah, but that's because it was
Oh no, it's kind of.
It just goes on the matrix. It's not dice.
I see.
Yeah.
So use 4.
Ouch. No, the nebulonic radiation panels go off, with bright pink signals, and a polite voice, a very polite voice informs you, that you are out of the whole, you're out of bounds here.
Let's roll for it.
Roll for what?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm
What are we
a
doing?
mechanic.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
What
I
are
have
you
my
going to do?
toolbox.
Okay.
Well, at first I need to, do an analysis of what the problem is.
Take a wound.
All of us, or?
No, just you're the one out there on the ship, right?
Yeah.
Doing all these things, so you're getting hit. But you guys will take wounds unless other things get done. So
Yeah. Okay. So what do I need to do? What's the situation with her? for the first
Well,
part.
my understanding is that you are outside the ship.
In
And you,
danger?
yeah, and also, and we're trying to construct
Yeah,
the panels,
I know.
right? So maybe you could work from inside the ship
Yeah,
to the same places and
Yeah,
secure the
yeah.
panels,
yeah,
so that the rest of you don't get hit.
yeah, I'll do that.
Well, let's be careful. It's mind,
Mind, yeah.
and then what is the?
So, yeah, how difficult is it?
Well, it's at good, but it's your attributes that I'm interested in right now. And
Yeah, good. My mind is good.
Right, but your attributes and your gear.
Mechanic
And
the
toolbox. Perfect.
Yeah.
So act good will drop a 4, just like, so it's the same roll, 5 or higher.
5 or higher.
What you really want is a 9.
Ah.
Oh my god. Was it every 2 levels above that got you
I think so.
I think so.
There was a lot of stars raining down on me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mm.
Let's see here. Risky feats, degrees of success. Oh, and you had rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Let me quick check on the feat checks. Degrees, yes, every 2 points. You needed a 5 and you rolled a 3. Okay, so you actually create one. Yeah, you will have lost 2 health because you were 1 below. You were a degree of success below. So you lost 1 for failing and then 1 more because you were far enough below. You, I'm going to count, right? So
Yeah.
we have is 7, 8, 9. You got to be kidding me. No, 7, 9, 11.
Yeah.
3 degrees of success. And if we go over here to our attention stars, all right, 2 or more degrees of success, and you got 3, get a star.
All right. Yes.
The way this game works, you don't get extra stars for more degrees of success. You only get 1 star at a time.
All right.
So, okay, well, so it's been tough for you out there, but you were able industriously hammering away and screwing things in and stuff like that on the inside. So you will not take damage.
Yeah.
You will not. And I presume that we are going to get you back inside the ship,
Yes.
you know, looking perhaps with, you know, vapor rising off of you. Because we all know radiation, you know, gives off vapors, right? Visible vapors.
Yes.
What else?
This kind of radiation does.
Of course it does. And so, however, being on the right track is fine. You know you're going to the right place.
Yeah.
And sooner or later, Space Montana comes into view. And it is a planet that is entirely featureless and flat except for one region. And that one region looks like this.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So that's where we'll be heading, right?
The goons are nowhere to be found.
Mm-hmm.
Neither is Saskia.
Okay, maybe they were
A certain amount
thrown
of
out the.
maybe a certain amount of the cheese is gone.
Yeah. Okay.
It's somewhat mysterious in there. But the next question though is, what shall we do? Let's see. Yes. Well, it's a matter of landing the ship then.
Good luck.
Yes.
So to speak.
Landing. It's
And-
just down.
Well, it
yeah.
is.
I mean, it should be easy, right?
Once you're near a
Just
planet, down
yeah.
is a very straightforward proposition.
I think so. Can't be that difficult. Has been a smooth ride so far.
No.
It doesn't matter. The two of you would just look at her.
You goofy or?
It was fine for me.
Well,